Okay, hi everyone, welcome to the podcast. Today I have Faith, and we're going to be talking about the one. So like I think both of us are Christians, so I think we're going to like sprinkle a bit of that in our
like I mean, it definitely affects how we
view the
Correct.
one.
Correct.
Okay,
Yes.
so let's start straight up. Do you
Yes.
believe in the one?
Okay, but I must define, I think, because like I don't know, maybe some people have very I mean, okay, so generally the one means like, oh, there's just that one person for you, right? There's that generally that's the concept. That's the concept of it, right? Okay, wow, this is hard. Is it because it's like, as a Christian, I also believe in like God's sovereignty. So in a sense, like God probably really knows who you are going to marry. But then at the same time, it's like there's like free will. But it's like, wow, I don't want to go into it because it's just like
That's too
the
much.
tension between like as in like free will and like how free will and like God's sovereignty works is like a whole like thing that like we'll never also completely understand. But God knowing does it really mean like, oh, there's only, I don't know, like really only that one person that you are forever like destined to like marry or like meet or whatever, right? But yeah, like I mean, I think I also believe that like in God's grand plan, like we cross paths with people for a reason also, like just in general, like we do cross paths with people for a reason, whether we like know the reason or not, that's another thing. But yeah, like everything happens for a reason kind of.
That's the thing that I was thinking of when I was writing when I was thinking about this, because I've listened to a lot of preachers say that the concept of the one is not biblical, and I mean it doesn't. If you think about the one logically, yes, it doesn't make sense because one of the preachers I listened to explain it this way: if A and B supposed to be together, C and D supposed to be together. If they mix up, just one couple mix up, then the whole chain would have been affected already. But at the same time, do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But at the same time, I also think that Christians also always say there's no such thing as a coincidence in your life.
Yeah.
Everything
In that
is.
sense, yeah.
I don't know how to say. I don't know whether it's called fate or destiny. That's why I was like thinking, is there really somebody that is the one
Yeah,
for
like
you?
set out for you, like yeah.
I think this is a
I
very
don't know, man,
complicated
it's
topic when you
tough.
think of it religion-wise, right? Because even if you're thinking of people who are divorced, and then you remarry and you have kids, because in a Christian context you're not supposed to divorce in the first place, but then these kids will never have been born if you didn't get divorced. So it's
like
very
a whole chain,
it's just a thing. How to say?
No,
Okay,
it's very
like,
tough, leh.
yeah.
Okay, but I think my only like struggle about the whole concept of the one is that it sounds very like you always be very sure, or or it's like a very romantic thing whereby like
okay,
okay, especially like for example the way it's like illustrated in dramas, for example, like it's like so sad that like yes, it's that person, and like I'm so certain that this is the person that I will like 100% certain, like no doubt at all, like you know, that kind of like, oh, everything will happen very smoothly and I'll find that person, that kind of feeling, which like it's not reality lah. Like obviously there's a lot of things that you have to go through to get to the point of being like, okay, yes, this is someone that I really want to spend my life with, you know, that kind of thing.
I think in your what you're saying is also that there's the commitment part is not really a big factor, because you're kind of riding on the fact that, oh, this person will fit me so well.
Yeah, that I don't need to put in any effort, maybe.
Not
or
don't
commitment.
need at all, but like less.
Less, yeah.
So
which is dangerous lor, because I mean like in a relationship, obviously it takes effort and commitment also.
now that you mentioned that, actually the thing I guess that would be very dangerous about saying that there is only one person or that there is a one out there for me is if you're already married and you have this idea like, hey,
what
I
if
meet
there's
someone
else? Okay, that was damn dangerous, eh? Like,
yeah.
if you think about it.
Yeah, because now that you mention this, I'm thinking, hey, actually if you're married already, because I
then what if you're still thinking like, is this really the one or what?
Yeah. No, or you know, sometimes people fall in love after they get married, and then they start thinking, hey, actually that is the
This is
one
the person
for me.
I'm destined
I
towards.
was with the wrong person.
OMG, then there's a lot of yeah. Oh man. Yeah, I didn't think about it that way. I always Yeah.
Because we're thinking about it from a single sense, right? Like from the dating sense.
Yeah, but it's a relevant thought. Like if the person's already married and then like meets someone and then thinks like, hey, what if this person is wow.
Right. Okay,
Which can
so
be
on this
dangerous,
note,
yeah.
right? Have you heard of this idea that people can grow to love someone? So my argument for I always find that I believe that there is someone for me because okay, let's just spill my own tea. I got three boyfriends in my life, and there's definitely people who I feel like no matter how much I try, I just don't love them the same way that I love other people. So it's like he can be like very nice, very sweet, try his best, but yet I just never have that same level of affection for this person in my time together. So that's why I started to think like, actually is that why people say like there is someone? Because sometimes it's like it's not even something that they do, it's just that person that you just get so attracted, you just like them so much for who they are. Yeah. For the I was watching a few of these Indian matchmaking, it's quite funny. But
Is it the Netflix one?
yeah, it's a
Yeah,
Netflix one.
I've heard about it.
Because I think the argument that people give for matchmaking, and I think it's also valid, is that your feelings will always change, but you can grow to love someone rather than having that. Then for us, have you got boyfriend before?
Have.
That feeling like you fall in love and you're like crazy, you're just
madly
blinded
correct,
in love.
yeah.
And I think that feeling is there's nothing like it.
Yeah,
there's really
correct.
nothing
And it's
like
not
it.
like that one cannot force one. It's like
you can't force
natural. It's a natural response to what you see in front of you. Yeah.
So that's why when people say like is love a choice or a feeling, right? Like if you're gonna go with like people can grow that love. Like do you agree with
need
that?
to have both, like because obviously like I think obviously the natural feeling is very important, I feel, because it's like you are attracted in the first place. That's why you pursue a relationship with that person. But of course, if you're talking about like matchmaking, then it's like which I mean older generations, and even in some cultures now matchmaking is still a thing. I mean there are circumstances where like the couples get matchmade and obviously like at the start they're just like
they suddenly become very good together.
Yeah, but those are like really, I guess there has to be some form of attraction to even grow. I mean it's just like friends, right? Like if like you can at first like okay maybe I don't really know the person but over time you're like
that's true.
Like,
that's true. That
like we
can
can hit off. Like I think so at some point obviously has to be some form of like common ground or like attraction in whatever sense of the word, right?
Yeah.
Then you're like, oh yeah, actually this person's not that bad. We can be friends. We can be like we can be a couple, that kind of thing. But in terms of like like I think love is very hard to be forced lah. As in or like attraction cannot be forced. You know what I mean? Like it's over time you realize like okay we have something in common and we can talk about something, and then from there like actually we can like get along. Then like I guess it's possible, but a bit hard to.
So do you believe in like love at first sight?
At first sight, love is a very strong. It's a very big word lah. It's very complex.
Have you experienced it before?
Maybe have, but I won't say that it's love at first sight. It's more like
attracted.
Yeah. But like love is really like love is sacrificial. Like so it's very hard to say like I see the person and I'm like.
I think it's that feeling like just now that we were talking about like the suddenly you very K-drama. Like
no word to there's no word to describe. It's just like so
it's actually so cute, right? So special.
Yeah, but I mean, maybe if like it's mutual or like somewhere down the maybe when you first meet the person, like you really don't know the person, but then you think that person like very cute, very whatever, or like you feel like maybe we can like hit off and like maybe we'll be a great couple together or whatever. And then like somewhere down the line, whether like in the near future or the far future, you'll actually really like get together and get married or whatever, right? Then maybe you could call it love at first sight because like you really did eventually like like you eventually did like make it lah. I mean, and you are like doing life together, that kind of thing. So maybe it's possible, but I won't say like
is the kind of love that we speak of.
Yeah, but it's definitely not like at that point in time you really feel like
I would do
so
anything for
deeply
you
for the
Yeah,
person
yeah.
and whatever, right? Yeah, so I don't really.
I guess so. You're right.
Yeah.
So we are going into the juicy part.
The-
Like what is your ideal?
Okay, so ideal, maybe not the one, the one a bit like, whoa, like, okay,
A bit
fine.
strong.
Yeah, a bit strong, but maybe ideal. I think like, I think just someone I can be like very comfortable being like every version of myself. Like, I mean, I know how I am like with like different groups of friends also,
Yeah.
and like in different like social situations. So obviously there are times where like I'm more like reserved and quiet, or like may seem aloof, but it's just I don't really like to socialize sometimes. I don't know, so like I have that version of myself, but I also have the like crazy
the
like,
slave version.
like unhinged version of myself also, which only like some people get to see, you know. So I think like, but obviously I'm not always like one
One thing,
version
yeah
of
lah.
myself, right? So I think like someone that I'm comfortable enough to just really be myself at all times.
Okay, let me ask you.
Comfortable,
Do you
comfortable.
prefer a extroverted or introverted person?
I think extroverted.
You prefer extroverted
Yes,
person?
because I am an introvert, but okay, my introversion is like 54%, which is quite low lah. Like, as in, it's in the middle.
Yeah, you're kind
it's,
of-
it's like almost like hitting. I can almost be an extrovert, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I think I'm like functional, like extrovert, whatever, you know. So I won't say I'm very like outgoing. It's only when I feel a bit more like comfortable in the environment, then like it comes out. Yeah, but at first meetings, that kind of thing, is like I'm an awkward person. So like obviously I'll appreciate if like my partner is like outgoing, whether like being the one to initiate conversations with me, or like when we meet new people for the first time, like, or like if first time for me, then at least someone is there to like do the talking. I don't have to like always
okay,
feel
okay.
like, oh, I need to force it out when like
It's very tiring lah.
my boyfriend's also like shy. Then
Oh,
it's, like,
that's
then
quite
it's
bad,
hard
that's
lah,
quite bad,
yeah. So I would prefer, and I think, I don't know, maybe extroverted guys seem a bit more attractive to me. Yeah, so yeah, but not too
so you
like,
like that type.
siao, like over the top, like I'm just not annoying lah.
Okay.
So I guess yeah.
I think for me the same
slightly
leh, yeah.
extroverted. At least like it kind of shows that he takes lead with like social situations also. I mean, no shade to like introverted guys, like you do you. Like, I mean, it's just your natural inclinations or whatever, like however you're like.
I think it's more of for me, right? Like whether I wanted a extroverted or more introverted person, it's because I feel like our lifestyle cannot match. Okay, so for me, right,
Yeah.
I love being around my friends. Like I tell you, in the past week, I was around other people 7 days of the week. Okay, partially because I was at camp.
Yeah.
But even when I'm not at camp, a lot of times
Yeah,
I'm
always
with
meeting-
friends.
yeah, like-
I'm always with people.
It's
So
a preference lah, like you
Yeah,
rather
because
pack
I-
your nights with like, okay, I'm gonna meet my friend.
yeah. I tell you, during COVID, right, I was so depressed. Like, I was really like damn sad
Oh, I
because
was so happy to go.
I realized a lot of people were very happy, but I
Yeah.
cannot because I feel
You're
like I was
oh,
alone
yeah.
in the world. You know, I feel like I was
Oh man,
so
that's so
lonely.
depressing. That's really quite depressing. Yeah. I
Yeah.
know it's like it was every extrovert's like nightmare.
And
lah,
and
like
the thing
COVID.
is because
yeah.
it's not very natural, I guess, for most people
Yeah.
to even like video call your friends.
Yeah, yeah.
It's very
Correct.
unnatural, and even when I see other people doing it, then I'm like, oh, why my friends don't want to like talk to me or during this period, and I know that it's just things that I'm telling myself, but I'm the type of person who like to be around other people. So anyway, right,
Yeah.
I feel like if I had a partner who was the introverted kind, he would get tired of me so fast.
Cause you're like, let's meet, let's do this, let's do
Yeah.
that, and then he'll be like,
Yeah,
can we just like,
because I like to have people come for
Yeah.
mahjong or like have dinner together. So
Yeah.
I can just imagine if I were the introverted one, right?
yeah,
I would be like, stop.
yeah.
I said
Yeah.
I cannot imagine if I had to tell the other person like, hey, can you just limit it to like once a week?
yeah.
And I'll
Then
be
you
like,
also feel very stifled, right?
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
oh,
yeah,
I can't
yeah.
do like what makes me happy. Or,
then
Yeah.
I totally be like, if I can imagine if somebody told that to me, then I'd be like, then I only can meet my friends like once a
Yeah.
week, like
Yeah.
that kind
Yeah.
of thing. So I think to me that was important.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very fair.
What are your non-negotiables?
Non-negotiables. Okay lah. If we're already talking about non-negotiables, which are things that like really super duper important to me.
No need to be super duper. It
Okay,
can be super duper
that
to
need
just
to-
important.
Okay.
As long as this person doesn't have this, you will want to break up already. So it doesn't have to be like very
Yeah,
serious.
yeah.
Sometimes it's stupid things.
Yeah.
Like, let's just say artificial, superficially, some people cannot be shorter than me. It's not super duper important. It's
but
not a
you
life changing
just-
thing, but
To
for a
you
lot of
it's
people,
just
it's you cannot.
important. Yeah. I think for me, obviously, like, yeah, as mentioned, because I'm a Christian and I do take my faith very seriously also. So, I like a non-negotiable is really that the person also really needs to like love God and fear God lah. And I think like I think that's just very, very important for me.
That's the number one.
So that one's really like definitely need. Then another one is that I think he must also like love his family. I think because like I'm the only child, right? So I'm also very close to my parents. So like if my boyfriend or husband cannot understand like my devotion to my own family also, then like a bit hard because he'll wonder like, oh, why must I like have dinner with my parents, for example? Why must I spend time with my parents? But to me, it's like it's important, no? Like it's
yeah,
just
you must lah.
because family is important to me, ma. So that's definitely another thing that is I feel cannot compromise. I mean those two are very important. Then obviously, I mean, I think like just now you brought up the whole introversion extroversion thing. Yeah, then I realized like I would ideally like somebody who is outgoing. Someone who loves to exercise.
Oh my
I mean, I think because
gosh.
for me, it's like it's a big part of my life.
Yeah.
Like it's really part of my lifestyle. So if like the other person cannot or like don't like exercise, well, I don't really think cannot also.
Oh, okay.
Like if you don't like, but if you're willing to give it a try and like maybe I'm open to it.
Try
but,
already, don't like that.
yeah, that's hard, yeah. But okay, we will get there.
I never thought of
maybe
that.
I should
Never thought of that.
find a boyfriend from the
Gym.
gym or something.
Because I don't like to exercise. And so my boyfriend, no, my husband,
Yeah.
he likes to spin. And
Yeah, he was even that's damn funny. Like
he asked me to go spinning even yesterday. Because,
Uh.
after so many months of not exercising, yesterday I finally decided that I should try and do a bit of exercise. Then he was like, do you want to go spin?
then you're
No.
like- but I mean, I think it's okay if you are open to like other forms of like
Not
we don't
really,
have to be
yeah.
the same. I mean, obviously, I'm like also very into K-pop, but I don't expect the person to like totally get it. Like it's fine, cause I'm also not a fan of like. Wait, should I say this? But like like if guys are super into like girl groups or something like
Yeah.
my level of dedication is the like OMG, I want to marry Jennie or like, but it's like I just say it, but it's fine because I'm I don't know, I'm a girl. I don't know. But if a guy wants to like, as in,
Yeah.
like
I get it.
It can be it
Because
can
it's
feel
a turn
bit,
off for me too.
it can feel a bit weird. Like I'm cool if like you enjoy their music and whatever, but I don't know. I just think that guys who are very obsessed with K-pop girl groups may be a bit strange, or like guys who are obsessed with like the younger K-pop girl groups, like.
I'm so
Like
surprised
the
coming from
minors.
you leh.
Okay, but then also like I have friends who like I have guy friends in the fandom.
I'm
But,
so
like,
surprised coming from you because you're such a huge K-pop fan.
I
I thought you would
so
understand.
I think it's important that like he is, I guess, open to my interests. Like you don't have to like it, but like sometimes
hate on it lah.
Don't hate on it and like don't stop me if I'm spending money on it. Like cause
Do you spend money on merch?
yeah.
A lot.
No, not a lot lah. I'm also quite like conscious with how I spend my money. So
Okay.
I spend within limits. So I don't think I'm like spending that a lot like that amount of money. But I mean
Not
like,
the kind who will
like,
end up on Mothership with $1,000.
oh yeah, obviously not. Like just saw my friends spend like $11,000 this whole year on like I think she go like a lot of K-pop concerts or whatever lah. But anyway, like I mean if you're like totally not a fan, then you won't understand why I would spend $10 on like a photo card of Jennie or something like that, right?
Okay.
You know, that kind of thing. So
Yeah.
then like whatever. But I think just someone who is open to like the interest that I have lah, or like even maybe not just K-pop lah, just different
general,
like in
yeah.
general like the interest that I have. You know, which means that I mean I will also be open to like your gaming interests, which like I don't really understand gaming, but
Okay,
like
yeah.
I'll be open, like, you know, open-minded about it.
I think for me, my non-negotiable is same as you, is that I really must have a Christian man. So that was like the number one. Actually, I wanted to make a topic about this because a lot of people, I realized that they start to compromise on that as they get older. That's a future topic.
Yeah, no, but I think the struggle is real, lor.
It's
like,
a real struggle.
Like,
Because the church got so much more girls than guys.
correct. Yeah, it's really a struggle. And like, there are really some non-Christian guys that are honestly damn good.
Yes!
They're really damn good. But then
I
like,
think I was
Yeah.
saying, right, if one day I go to Korea and like Lee Min-ho like wanted to marry me, right? He can like be like a smoking, drinking, non-Christian.
And you
I will still marry him. I'll still be like, yes.
yeah.
But on a like more serious note, so
I have guy friends who are like non-Christian guy friends who are like, I think, oh, you're like damn good. I mean, obviously, like I'm not attracted to them like romantically, but I'm like, wow, this person is really like
the qualities like all the
not
kills,
bad, yeah.
So that's like a whole thing. That's a whole thing. Actually, I have so much to say about that because I also know a lot of people who decided to in the end marry people who are not Christians. So that's another thing. But for me, it's important because I feel like it's either if you marry somebody who's not Christian, the likelihood is they will pull you down. And the thing is, as a couple, there's so much you can do together in faith
correct.
that you just cannot do if only one is.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
that's one. The other thing
for
that I
sure.
think is a non-negotiable is I can't get with this guy if he has no motivation to provide.
Okay, yeah.
I'm not saying he needs to be rich.
Yeah.
Not loaded and raining money.
But I think the drive and motivation really like important. Yeah, it's something that I never really thought of, but now that you say it,
because there are a lot of again, it's based on my previous experiences. There are some people who are very there are some men who are just not motivated and it drives me nuts. Okay, even when I was younger, it drove me nuts because I would always be thinking like, then in the end I don't want to keep telling you that you need to do certain things.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah. So and another thing, I don't know, there's this thing that's very funny because last time when I was in a relationship with one of my ex-boyfriends, right, my friends all said that I become very alpha. And I hated that. I hated that it brought out that side of me. Because to be honest, I think I was like that. I definitely was.
Yeah.
I was bossing him around all the time. But to a certain extent, I felt like, maybe it was my character back then also, but to a certain extent, I felt like I always had to tell you what to do. Otherwise, you're not going to do it or you're not going to do it properly.
Yeah.
So I really found that afterwards, I need to find somebody who's responsible.
Yeah, no, important. Yeah, now that you bring it up, I think also cause for me, I think I'm generally like relatively like disciplined and motivated. So I think I will really not understand if like you are being just nua. So just like nua, like like don't have that drive.
Yeah.
So last question of today: do you think that your husband is the one? Since we were talking about, like,
Yes.
yeah,
No, I tell you, I really think so. I still feel like I believe that there is someone that you are destined to meet.
Yeah,
That's
that's
what
why
I
I extend.
still
Like, I
feel,
also
yes.
feel like, okay, like to me, like especially for me, like as a single and like still like wondering what it will be like. I have that faith and trust that like God does have like someone for me lah, and someone good for me, that kind of thing. So does that mean that I also believe in the one? You know what I mean? So it's,
Because I feel like
depends on how you like see it or define it. Also,
it's the circumstances that we met, and then like even like initially looking at him, because we met in like a cell group, and even the first time I look at him, I was like, he's quite cute.
Not bad.
So that I was like, I remember very clearly, even the first time I was like, it could be something lah. So
And it was love at first sight.
and it was. So I don't know if I just think, and I think everybody is the same. If you really think about how you ended up where you ended up, right? It really just seems like you were really destined to meet this person, because there's so many people out there that you could have met.
Yeah.
But it just end up
Fair.
like this.
Yeah. Mm.
So
But obviously, it's also like a choice to like, I mean,
that's the thing.
working things out together, like choosing to still like stick with it even when it's hard, right? Like it's not like
It's
you're
not-
smooth sailing, right? Like
it's not
still
that-
obviously hard work.
Yeah, for sure. The hard work.
Yeah.
It's just the even the meeting the
Yeah, but
person
the fact,
usually.
which is
And like I said, like I said just now, it's the kind of like the feeling you have sometimes is you really cannot force the feeling when you are so madly in love with somebody that you really like go crazy.
Yeah, for sure.
That kind like
yeah,
just can't be forced lah.
yeah.
Okay, very interesting episode.
We should do another one, like maybe next time when I have a boyfriend or something. We
Okay.
come review.
We're like,
Or like when I'm engaged.
reaction
When
video.
I'm engaged, okay?
Okay,
You heard it here first time I get engaged in 3 years.
Okay.
28 okay lah, I think 28 okay.
Okay, thank you so much for watching. See you next time. Bye.